when Johnny comes marching home again. Hurrah, hurrah, we'll give him a hearty welcome then. Hurrah, hurrah, the men will cheer and the boys will shout. The ladies, they will all turn out and we'll all feel gay when Johnny comes marching home.
Well, truth be told, I think unless the South can convince the North that the war ain't worth fighting, that we're gonna lose it. It's gonna be quite a fight. We're gonna hold on for some years, but we can see now that for every one of us dies, there ain't nobody to replace him.
Hurrah, hurrah, we'll give him the hero 3 times 3. Hurrah, hurrah, the laurel wreath is ready now to place upon his loyal brow, and we'll all feel gay when Johnny comes marching home.
The American Civil War was the bloodiest conflict in the history of the United States, responsible for the deaths of over 600,000. This war between the states raged from 1861 to 1865. Regarded as a turning point in the history of our country, this war abolished the institution of slavery and changed the character of our country forever.
At the outset of the war in 1861, the Confederacy was in no position to wage a major war. Far outnumbered by population and lacking any kind of industrial strength, the South was to wage a defensive campaign, forcing the federal forces to come to them and conquer the South. The object was to exact such a heavy toll among the Union Army that the people of the North would seek a negotiated peace to the conflict.
I understand there's plenty to go around, but it just doesn't seem to find us and the boys out in the field. I believe that's the fault of the people back in Richmond. They weren't ready to fight this here war. They weren't ready to supply an army of 75,000 men. They had no idea what they were getting into. So there ain't no railroads, and the wagon roads are poor. Quality of our manufacturing isn't the same as it is up in north, but we make do. We make do.
Mine eyes have seen the glory of the coming of the Lord. He is trampling out the vintage where the grapes of wrath are stored. He has loosed the fateful lightning of his terrible sword. His truth is marching on. Glory, glory.
The men in my outfit are fine fellas, stalwart chaps, every one of them courageous and bold. When we signed up, our bellies was filled with the fire of patriotism, but now he's pushing on day after day. They say we's winning this war. I hear that a general out west by the name of Grant is pushing his way on down the Mississippi, breaking the Confederacy in two. But it does not feel as if we're winning this war, and I can tell you why. My brother, dead at Manassas, at Bull Run, and my other brother died of the fever.
Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. His truth is marching